What's up, everybody? Germantown, Maryland is the third largest city in Maryland with over 91,000 people living in it, and it's a really popular choice for one of the suburbs outside of DC. So today, we're going to take a deep dive into the pros and the cons of living in Germantown, Maryland. So let's just dive right in. So the first pro about living in Germantown is your home value. If you're looking into one of DC's suburbs, you get more for your money. Germantown is a great choice. You can find a single family home in Germantown with a garage and a backyard in the $400,000 and $500,000 price range, which if you put this house in Bethesda or Potomac, it would easily be double the price. And if you're willing to spend a little more, you can get one of the large stately colonials in Germantown with a lot of land that will go higher than $1 million. In fact, right now in August 2021, there is a home for sale in Germantown for $12 million. So there's a lot of nice homes in Germantown, but you can find more affordable housing for those price points in Germantown, Maryland. So my next pro is that you have tons of shopping right here in Germantown. You've got all the big box stores. You have Home Depot, Lowe's, Best Buy, Target, Walmart. You even have a Wegmans, which is my favorite. So you have all that shopping right here, so you really don't need to go far. So it's a great pro and bonus for living in Germantown, Maryland. So if you like being active and you like to have lots of things to do, both indoor and outdoor all year round, you will not be disappointed in Germantown. In fact, even if you don't live here, you will find yourself spending a lot of time here because there is so much to do. Between the Germantown Recreational Park, which has hiking and biking and archery and swimming and tennis and lots and lots and lots of soccer, because we have the soccerplex here, to one of my all-time favorite things to do here in Montgomery County, which is Butler's Orchard, a local farm that right now in the summer you can go and see all the sunflowers. In the fall you can go pick the apples. In the summer you have blueberries and blackberries and herbs and tomatoes and flowers. It's amazing. It's so much fun. It's so cute. They have hay rides for the kids. The annual rite of passage when we go pumpkin picking in the fall, and everyone gets to pick their own pumpkin for a lot of great family time. And then you also have Topgolf, which is located in Germantown, which people love. It's a ton of fun. So if you're looking for things to do between parks and recreation, there is a plethora of activities to do right here in Germantown. And after you're finished with all those activities, you might as well stop by some of the locals' favorites, like the Royal Bagel Bakery for some treats, or Woodside Deli, and don't forget the Dutch Market. It's really special. My next pro about living here is its diversity. Both Wallet Hub and Niche.com rank Germantown in its top tier of most diverse places to live. In fact, you can see here Niche.com gave it number 2 as the second most diverse place to live in Maryland, and also number 2 in the most diverse suburb in the state of Maryland. So I think that that is super cool. And as far as the public high schools are concerned, Niche.com gave Northwest High School in Germantown a ranking of number 19 out of all the high schools in Maryland with an overall grade of an A+. So just a couple more things, and I will get into some of the cons of living in Germantown. But I do want to spotlight the Blackrock Center of the Arts located right here. This place is so cool. They have free live outdoor performances every Friday night during the summer. They've got Movie Under the Stars, also free. They have summer camps of all different shapes and sizes. And they also have a lot of virtual galleries that showcase some of Maryland's artists, as well as my favorite, which is Yoga, Wine, and Wellness, where you do an hour of yoga outside, discuss wellness, and then you get to drink some wine while you socialize with your other fellow yogis. It is a blast, and I really highly recommend it. I'll put all the links below. So my last pro, and then we'll get into some cons, is you have access to the great Montgomery College, which has a Germantown campus, which offers a wide range of courses and programs and specializes in biotechnology and cybersecurity. So now on to some cons. Well, my first con about living in Germantown, it's probably not going to be surprised, is the commute. If you are working in the district or in Bethesda, and you're going to drive to work, it's going to take you a long time to get there. Probably about an hour, depending on traffic. And there is no metro in Germantown. The closest metro would be Shady Grove, which starts on the Red Line. To get to Shady Grove Metro, it's also going to take you about 20-25 minutes by car, depending on traffic. So any way you look at it, the commute to work, if you are working in DC or Bethesda, you just got to know that you're getting more home for your value, but it's going to take you longer to get to work. And if you're one of those people that gets road rage because you're in traffic, well, you may not want to live in Germantown, because here in Montgomery County, Maryland, we're a very congested state already, and even more so in Montgomery County. So inevitably, you will be dealing with traffic regardless of which route you take. So if that's something that you really can't handle, Germantown may not be the place for you. My next comment about Germantown is that it is expensive. I mean, it's not as expensive as Bethesda or even DC. In fact, Bethesda is 61% more expensive than living in Germantown. But compared to the rest of the country, it is 16% more expensive than the average cost of living in the United States. So if you're moving here from out of town, I don't want to mislead you. It's still expensive to live in Germantown. My next con is if you're looking for those cute little streets and shops, Germantown may not be the place for you. You may have to go north to Frederick or south to Bethesda or even the city of Rockville, because it's got all the big box stores, but it doesn't really have those cute little quaint streets with all the little shops and restaurants. And honestly, the rest of my cons about living in Germantown are really just cons about living in Maryland or DC, which you can check out in my videos on pros and cons of Maryland, or even the one I just made on avoid DC. But just to sum it up for you, the weather here, the summers are super hot and humid. Right now, it's 95 degrees outside, but feels like 110. It feels like 120. The bugs are bad, the mosquitoes are bad, the cicadas were disgusting, and now we have all these little mites from the cicadas roaming around. So allergies are bad. I mean, there's a list, but you might as well go watch another video and it'll just tell you all about them. If you are thinking about moving to Germantown, Maryland, or any part of Maryland or DC, my team and I, we'd love to help you. We'll make it as seamless as possible. Call, email, text, morning, afternoon, night. We've got your back. And if you do enjoy these videos, please subscribe and tell your friends. I do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye.